No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Knight. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Oh, they're after him. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Fields. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. With the catch, it's Denson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to throw, it's Leon. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just that.
He's got it. 1st down and more. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Denson. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
The Tigers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Bringing the heat. He makes the catch. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Under fire. Pulls it in. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division.
Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running back searching for a hole. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it fly. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Leon. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Bust through behind his head. And runs through another one. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. They'll run the option. The pitch. Breaks the tackle. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Louisiana. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. To throw, it's Leon. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Touchdown, Oregon! Special teams proving to be special.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Missouri, 0.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Touchdown, Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Looking for a man. It's Leon. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pulls it in. It's Denson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab behind the line. It's Denson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll throw on third and short. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. Bring it. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the way.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Tigers are trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Leon. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one, and it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
0.